So you may not be aware, but most of the things I share on here are coming directly out of my own being, right? My own gnosis. So this is a follow-on from yesterday's video where I said that the most important book you can read is your own body. That this thing, this temple, is telling you everything you need to know for your own expansion. And this Kundalini yoga, Kundalini alchemy thing that I share on here, right? The myth wheel, the alchemical wheel, and this journey we go through the chakra system. People often say to me, this is so great. It feels so right for me. Where can I learn about this? Where did you learn this? And I don't know what to say, because I'm like, I learned it by just watching myself. The knowledge came into me through my awareness. I've spent many years in awareness and listening to my body and following my body and contemplating wisdom and waiting and watching patterns. I came to understand this language through I'm having my own wisdom is giving it directly to me. Wisdom is showing me these patterns directly, and I have so much faith in the wisdom that moves through me that I just say it. I'm like, this is the pattern. I know it's the pattern because I've watched it so many times. I'm seeing it in my life. I'm seeing it in the lives around me, and it resonates because it is a true pattern. So I just say it. Out of my own gnosis, my own awareness. I've been watching myself in the divine lila, right? The cosmic play for many years now, and witnessing the patterns inside this journey. Yeah, and so a lot of people say to me, this is so Jungian what you teach. And I'm like, is it? I'm only now. I've never read Jung. I have never read Jung. I'm only now looking at Jung and going, yep, we're saying the exact same thing, buddy. Huh, cool. I'll look at the Hermetic texts and be like, yep, we're saying the exact same thing. Because there's one consciousness, and everybody who touches into it and starts watching themselves and gains deeper self-awareness and becomes devoted to their own expansion and understanding the pattern and how to unearth more consciousness in themselves, we are all remembering the exact same thing. That's why it doesn't surprise me that, I came to think about and know the merge of spirit and matter just from my own understanding of my own body and my own journey. Before I even looked at Hermetic literature, hadn't even looked at it. After my Kundalini awakening in 2019, I didn't read a single thing. I just followed Kundalini. I just followed the energy. Right? And years later, and followed and found this pattern and started to speak about this pattern and went deeper into this pattern. And that became my gnosis. This thing that I'm sharing with you around the myth wheel and the alchemical wheel, that's my personal gnosis, given to me by Mother or Sophia, or whatever you want to call it, right? I'm married to wisdom. I am married to wisdom, right? How some people are married to humans and they spend their lives in watching their family or their partners, and they're in communion with their familial systems, which is beautiful. I watch and wait for wisdom. I am married to wisdom. She, him, it, whatever you want to call it. I am always in contemplation with wisdom. And she is revealing all of this to me, And later on, after I've had my own personal gnosis, so gnosis is a knowledge that gets born from your own experience. It doesn't come from reading a book. So after I've had the gnosis, then synchronicity or the Mother will often bring a book or something my way where I'm like, I read something, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm saying the same thing as this yogi or this person or whatever. I get it verified later. But I don't start with the book. No way. That's not gnosis. There's a difference between book knowledge and body knowledge. Gnosis is not book knowledge. The Gnostics actually laughed at people who were just like obsessed with all their books and all their fancy knowledge. The Gnostics were like, we're walking the living scripture. We're in the living scripture. It's, Anyway, so I just wanted to share that. And everyone has their own gnosis, right? So I've come to develop this alchemical wheel thing that I love talking about because it's what I became passionate. It's a passion for me to observe that. right? So everybody has their own passion and their own juiciness, the thing that brings you the juice and that you enjoy doing. Like, it's nobody has to force you to do this, because you actually just naturally gravitate toward that. Inside there is your purpose and your gnosis and the gifts that you will bring for yourself and the world. It's inside the thing you love, you know? Anyway, thought I'd share that.